Hello everyone, I'm Yazan Ibrahim, or as some of you might know me, Yazan Abu Ghosh. Today we're going to dive into a fascinating and essential topic from Chapter 4, Part B, Business Resilience 4.13, System Resiliency. If you're a seasoned auditor or just curious to understand how information systems into business environments, you've come to the right place. Let's begin. When systems are carefully designed, they aren't just built to function under normal circumstances. They're also engineered to endure disruption, a concept we call system resiliency. Now imagine a symphony orchestra playing beautiful music together. If one musician suddenly falters, the rest must adapt seamlessly to keep the harmony alive. That's the essence of system resilience, not just repairing what's broken, but ensuring the music carries on without a pause. It's about withstanding disruptions, staying operational, and recovering quickly, all while remaining within predefined performance metrics. To achieve this, organizations rely on a variety of methods and technologies, especially for applications and telecommunication networks. Let's unpack these layers of system resiliency in detail. Application resiliency and disaster recovery methods. Think of an application as the heart of a digital system. If it fails, the entire operation may be paralyzed. That's why ensuring application resiliency is a top priority. One powerful way to guard an application against disaster is by using clustering. Now, what is clustering? You can think of it as a team of tightly connected servers that work together to ensure uninterrupted service, even in the presence of failures. There are two main types of clusters, each with its unique role in ensuring disaster recovery. 1. Active-passive cluster. Picture a vigilant guard standing by, ready to take over whenever something goes wrong. In this setup, the application actively runs on one server, while backup servers remain idle, monitoring the scene like watchful sentinels. If the active server fails, the cluster agent quickly restarts the application on one of the passive servers. Importantly, this type of cluster doesn't require the application to have any special configurations. It's a reliable and straightforward method to ensure availability. 2. Active-active cluster. Now imagine a marathon relay team. All members are actively running the race together. Each server in this setup is working in unison to handle the application. This provides the added benefits of load balancing, spreading workload evenly across servers, and scalability, easily accommodating higher demands. When one server fails, users may not even notice. Other servers pick up the slack instantly. However, this sophisticated setup does demand that applications are designed to utilize cluster functionality. Think of it like finely tuned software communication, where if one runner drops the baton, another quickly picks it up and continues the race. Organizations often deploy a mix of these clusters. Active-active within one site ensures smooth performance for local failures, like hardware crashes, while an active-passive setup across multiple locations protects against larger disasters, such as a complete facility shutdown. This brings us to terms like metro clusters, spanning a single city, and geo-clusters, spanning regions, countries, or even continents, which create a safety net resilient to both localized and widespread disruptions. While designing clusters might sound exciting, creating in-house cluster software isn't usually practical or cost-efficient. Many organizations rely on solutions provided by established vendors. One crucial aspect, especially for active-active clusters, is synchronized data sharing. All nodes of the cluster need access to the same storage, ensuring uninterrupted workflows even if one server fails. Resilient telecommunication networks. If applications are the heart, then telecommunication networks are the arteries that transport vital information blood to keep businesses thriving. Without robust network resiliency plans, even minor disruptions can cause major operational chaos. Unlike data centers, telecommunications have their unique vulnerabilities. Sure, there are natural disasters like hurricanes that can wipe out infrastructure, but there's also a list of industry-specific threats. Think about cable cuts slicing through connections like a pair of garden scissors, software bugs throwing systems into disarray, or even nefarious hackers, affectionately known in this context as freakers, wreaking havoc. So how do organizations ensure network resiliency? As with applications, it's about redundancy, backup systems, and diverse options for rerouting. Here's how. Key methods for network protection. 1. Redundancy. Redundancy is like having multiple escape routes from a building. It's about additional capacity that can be used when the primary path becomes unavailable. Take a LAN, local area network, for instance. One basic redundancy method could involve installing a second cable along a different route, or consider dynamic routing protocols like OSPF, Open Shortest Path First, and EIGRP, enhanced interior gateway routing protocol, which constantly scout for the best available transmission paths, ready to pivot if one path fails. Ensuring hardware redundancy for routers, switches, and firewalls is also crucial. Saving configuration files for these devices using TFTP, Trivial File Transport Protocol servers, ensures a quick recovery if a failure occurs. 2. Alternative routing. This method ensures a backup communication medium, like an alternate fiber optic circuit, copper cable, or even dial-up. For example, most local carriers now rely on counter-rotating fiber optic rings that can reroute data flow if one pathway is severed. Telecommunications may even use microwave signals or cellular networks as alternatives to traditional wired connections. Each method provides an extra layer of resiliency. 3. Diverse routing. Imagine roads crisscrossing a city. Diverse routing involves splitting traffic across multiple physical cable facilities or even using duplicate routes with separate cable sheaths. While this increases reliability, there's one caveat. If the cables share the same physical pathway, like being bundled in a shared conduit, they may still face simultaneous failure. To counter this, organizations can opt for dual entry facilities into their premises, ensuring complete separation between redundant cables. 4. Long-haul network diversity. When it comes to long-distance communication, redundancy becomes even more critical. Many recovery facility vendors now offer diverse long-distance network solutions, often leveraging T1 circuits from multiple carriers. By collaborating with different providers, organizations ensure connectivity even if one major carrier goes offline. 5. Last mile circuit protection. The last mile is the connection from the local carrier to your facility, the final leg that delivers your network services. Disruptions here can paralyze operations, which is why recovery centers often provide mixed solutions, including redundant local carrier T1 circuits, microwave access, VoIP backup, cellular routing, and more. This layered approach ensures that even localized disasters don't isolate an organization from the world. 6. Voice recovery solutions. Voice communication remains essential for many industries from retail to finance. Here, strategies like redundant cabling and VoIP, voice over IP protocols, help ensure that businesses can continue communicating during interruptions, maintaining their operations and customer interactions seamlessly. The broader vision of resiliency. The concept of resiliency boils down to preparedness. It's not just about having effective tools, it's about designing solutions that anticipate potential failures and build recovery into the very fabric of operations. Whether it's through sophisticated clustering for applications or robust redundancy measures in telecommunications, the goal remains the same: ensuring continuity, minimizing downtime, and keeping critical systems available when they're needed most. After all, in today's interconnected world, it's not a question of if disasters will strike, it's a question of when. By embracing these resilience strategies, organizations are preparing not just to survive, but to thrive in the face of challenges. Thank you for watching, and as always, continue learning. Stay curious, and we'll see you next video.